Good morning, Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Grains are lower, beans down about 13 cents, corn's unchanged, wheat's down 8 cents. Stock market's higher, dollar's lower, and crude is lower. Gold is trying to bounce back from lower overnight lows. Open interest continues to drop in the gold market as we move away from risk on. So as far as the outside markets, again, there is a deal between the White House and the Speaker of the House. Now that deal to raise the debt ceiling has to be passed by Congress. We also note that China's economy continues to slow, and there is concern about China not being able to import as much commodities as in previous years. The concern is, less soybean imports and dialing on soybean meal, palm oil, and soy oil futures were all lower overnight. Domestic soybean meal prices in China has collapsed. There was talk of about 8 to 10 cargoes of Brazilian July beans bought by China, Sinograin, which is the reserves, last week. Maybe a couple of Feb Brazil cargoes, and maybe 4 or 5 U.S. cargoes off the P&W for October. So again, corn market's hovering right around that $6 area on the July. The wheat market is lower. I think it's lower demand for U.S. wheat is probably number one. We also have a little bit better weather up in parts of North Dakota and Canada. And then I think that the wheat market continues to be concerned about all the financial global issues that could reduce demand, especially lower cash availability in North Africa and maybe the Middle East, and just a drop in unavailable hard currency. The weather market is probably the most important thing. On Sunday, it looked like there would be 10, maybe 12 days of dry weather across the Midwest. So on yesterday, the American model put more rain in the Midwest, especially in the 8 to 14 day time frame. Europe is still not as wet. There's a new GFS model that goes out 3 to 4 weeks, which is also wet for the Midwest. South American weather stays about the same, still dry in North Europe and parts of the spring wheat areas of Russia. And kind of contrary to El Nino, Australia is starting to get some rains. So all in all, we are lower in the marketplace, and we'll see if we can find some support at some of these critical psychological price levels, especially $6 corn, $8 wheat, and also $13 soybeans.